All right, we are live, or should be. What is up? What is up? What is up? Yeah. Make sure I'm not muted.
Yeah, because you do tend to do that.
Checking. Nope, I am not muted. Fantastic. What is up, everybody? How you guys doing? What's up, Random Casual Gamer, AT Field, Ashton, Rickster? How are you guys doing? How are you fellas doing? Oh. Oh, wait a sec. Some people filing. No, what's that shirt?
A shirt.
Yeah, what's on it?
A guitar.
A guitar. How are you guys doing on this fine Sunday evening? All bangers. Doing all right? Good, good. I must not have caught what you guys are talking about beforehand, because I see somebody type Kid A exists, so no, but if it didn't, maybe. Then somebody said Ashton said Amnesiac low-key better. I'm not sure if you're talking about In Rainbows or not. This is the most orgasmic Radiohead album. Wow.
I don't know. Is it?
Some big words being mentioned right now. What's up, Tim? What's up, I'm him? What's up, Gustav? How are you guys doing? What's up, everybody? Yeah, AT Field, I told you the 2018 Animals remaster is the better one. I mean, these two told me that. Howdy, Mark.
I enjoy it more. I don't know if it's better or not.
Get a poll loaded early. It's going to be a very contentiously controversial album here.
Contentiously controversial.
Contentiously controversial album. You think it's the highest rated album on Album of the Year? Is it really?
That's different from Rate Your Music by a decent bit.
Yeah, because OK Computer is the highest on Rate Your Music, right?
I actually am on album of the year.org is Revolver.
Might be the
Maybe
highest
it made the highest
rated.
rated Radiohead. You guys need to listen to Gustavo Cerati. Never heard of that. What's up, Delaire? How are you? 0.3 points higher than... Wait, In Rainbows is higher on Rate Your Music now than OK Computer?
I don't.
Maybe by the point margin.
It's had a higher rating for a while, but it doesn't have a better ratio as far as I'm aware.
Well, it's cool that it's higher now.
Well, it's 0.3 points higher, but it's no.
What's up, Lodo?
Computer's number 2, and Rainbow's number 3.
You could pay what you wanted when this got released in the UK. Yeah, I heard that Radiohead did that. They said, like, pay whatever you think is right or something. Or just whatever you wanted to pay.
Yep.
Bocanada is amazing. Man, you guys have so many different albums that I've never heard of. So many different artists I've never heard of. Amor Amarillo. Okay. Wow.
That's the fun thing about music, man. There's always something else.
You haven't listened to In Rainbows in 3 years, Gustav. Damn. All right. Good thing you'll be able to hear it again. All right, we'll give it like 2 more minutes. See, because I know In Rainbow's a pretty popular Radiohead album, so we'll let some people fill in. A lot of people, given that it's a shorter one, relatively, relative, of course. I know that people won't want to miss it. Plus, beginning is quite good of this album. What's up, Juan Francisco? Rainbows is the most complete Radiohead album.
I guess we'll find out.
Some very
Although I
interesting
already know the
opinions.
answer to that, but I guess we'll find out again.
Right.
Who y'all will be reacting to after Radiohead and Floyd discographies?
I don't know.
Hasn't been fully decided yet. Although I think we'll be adding, well, what's up, Aswell? There's definitely rappers that are in contention to be reacted to as well.
Yeah,
This
this
was
was
reviewed
reviewed already.
already.
Yeah. But we got to do the
It is, however,
discography.
if we're doing the discography in order, it only makes sense to 1, do In Rainbows, and 2, opinions change. But especially opinions change when you listen to a band like throughout the discography and in order. It can sound and be a little bit different as you go through it. Can you commission a discography coverage? That's
The answer, like
no.
always, is it depends.
I'm not even sure. I don't think we would do a whole discography for payment. I'll be honest.
Depends.
It's too much. It's too much. Too much time, I guess we would have to spend on it. Just one discography that we would only be doing because we were getting paid, essentially. So if that makes sense, if you can understand what I'm saying. Kendrick or Kanye? Well, I'm not necessarily sure who it would be next. Kendrick's discography is definitely quicker to do, no doubt.
Oh, is he asking whose discography we would do?
I think because I said we're gonna do there's definitely contention for a rapper to be in the next one as well. So
I'd love to do Kanye, but that means we'd have to go, do the
you have to do everything.
The vultures.
Yeah. What's up, Juan Francisco? You're from Colombia? Colombia. Got it. Delayer from Colombia too. Wow. You're waiting for the weekend reactions. Oh my god.
Oh boy. And if we did Kendrick,
Mm-hmm.
we'd have to redo T-Pab again. And Good Kid Mad City.
Who cares about redoing people? I don't have an issue with that.
Me.
I mean, redoing albums, I don't really care about that. Will will there be a reaction to the Basement Sessions?
I doubt it.
What is the Basement Sessions?
In Rainbows for Live from the Basement.
Oh, no, there were not. Sorry,
good, but
what's up, Ben Kenobi?
Still wants to pay us to do it.
You prefer Kanye? Well, he's certainly got the bigger discography. Got more to talk about for sure.
I probably listen to Kanye more often.
Thank you, Tarny.
What's up, Darrow? What's up, Tarny? All right, we got a pretty good amount of viewers in it. You guys ready to start?
Yep.
All right, let's get it going. Okay, don't crash, please. Sometimes OBS sucks. Just waiting. Okay, cool. We're good. All right, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to 3 Idiots Talking Podcast. Today, we are back with our 7th Radiohead studio album as we continue to go through their discography in order. We just got done with Pink Floyd's I'm already missing Metal album, and we finished the previous Hail to the Thief from Radiohead. Hard to keep track of these in my head. And so we're moving on to Radiohead's, the third of the big 3 studio albums by Radiohead, In Rainbows. This album's 10 songs deep, 10 songs deep, 42 minutes, and it came out in 2007. Now, Radiohead is pretty, I guess you would say, known for 3 albums in particular: OK Computer, Kid A, and In Rainbows. However, the last album we did,
the Benz is probably more popular than In Rainbows.
Okay, all right. Well, at least critically, they're known for OK Computer, Kid A, and In Rainbows. What I was gonna say though is that for In Rainbows, the last album we just did was 4 years ago in 2003. Large gap between Hail to the Thief and In Rainbows, the largest of their discography. Who, or maybe I should ask Noah just this in this case, as he is the In Rainbows particular fan. Can either of you guys give me a reason for the discrepancy, the gap, and where Radiohead was at when they made In Rainbows or decided to make In Rainbows?
I'm not a Radiohead historian.
I know nothing about what took him 4 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
No idea.
I'd imagine they took a little break.
I know that after they made Hail to the Thief, they were kind of like, yeah, that was a little bloated. We didn't spend enough time on that. So maybe the fact that they knew they didn't spend enough time on Hail to the Thief, they were like, all right, we're really gonna hammer this one out for a while.
So I did a tiny bit of research on why beforehand. I thought you guys would know more, but I'll say what I found. And what I found was that they were apparently exhausted from the touring that they had done, and especially Tom York. And Tom York was apparently in a very bad mental state. So from all the tours they had done, so he took quite a break from making music, I think, in general. So that was what I saw. I am sure there's a lot more in-depth reasons as to why or why not, but, you know, those who know can look it up and tell us in the comments down below, and I'm sure they will. But let's talk about In Rainbows of the album. So we have, I just mentioned critically, most people bring up OK Computer, Kid A, and In Rainbows. Why is In Rainbows brought up among those three albums critically? Cole.
People really like it. People, especially music nerds, really lose their shit for this one. Especially, I guess, sort of like the 18 to 30-year-olds
Okay.
really go bonkers for some In Rainbows.
So what makes it super special? What makes it stand out? Anyone? I don't care who answers.
I mean, outside of me just saying it's good, I don't really know. Like,
Is there any
I
new
suppose it's
techniques?
kind
Is there
of
anything they change? Anything?
I think they're really refining the stuff they were trying to do in their last two albums. And or at least Hail to the Thief. They're refining it and they're making it a lot better. And the songs are still very Radiohead-esque, but they're also very catchy.
No, you agree with all that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it seems like you guys don't have a whole lot to say about In Rainbows as an album, I'll be honest with you. So I don't think there's anything more to talk about. We could just listen to it and get going. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, let me get a jam going.
Hard to talk about an album when you can't really talk about the songs
Well,
without spoiling how you feel.
it's more so just like talking about what makes it as critically high up as it is, especially by the fans of Radiohead.
This is really good.
Okay, but jeez, you guys just
It had been a while. I guess it had been a while since they made another album that was as good or
wait. The
on the
stream
same
stopped.
level. That was a while ago.
Oh yeah, that's when my OBS froze. Sometimes it does that when I hit start recording. I've heard some people say the bonus disc of In Rainbows is better than some of their main albums. Wow.
Well, one's not too hard to beat, so.
In Rainbows is the best Radiohead album from Blingo Blongo. Mr. No Ride, and yes, this is Radiohead's best album. We got a couple people who think this is Radiohead's best album. So, hello, Ben, you're from Moscow. Wow, okay. Ben, almost all our videos get blocked in Russia, so that's interesting. Somebody has to join. I think it's Noah.
Oh, yeah, it is me.
Can someone quickly break down how much these guys know about Radiohead? Cole seems to be new, but no. They both know more than I do about Radiohead, that's for sure.
Cole
Yeah,
seems
Cole's
to be
really new. He's real new.
Okay.
Definitely not new. Definitely not new. It's because they
I
did a
don't-
masterpiece again 10 years after another masterpiece. I mean, okay, that's fine. If that's a reason for why
There's
it's so
also
critically
7
acclaimed.
years after a masterpiece, so like
It's super comfy, like a warm blanket compared to the other albums, which had a much colder vibe, in your opinion.
that's fair.
This one is a lot more somber, I
They're
guess.
least
It's more.
straightforward
It's
somber.
louder. It's certainly louder. It's got some of their loudest stuff. It's got some of their quiet. I mean, this album is kind of all over the place. but in a
Noah
good
flash
way.
bang by the jam link again.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna happen. I keep forgetting to do the flashbang warning.
Yeah. All right.
Gonna have to put that into the videos and pop like a flashbang on the screen.
Let's get it rolling. In Rainbows, Radiohead 2007, starting with 15 Step. It's Radiohead's AM. That's a really weird comparison.
I don't know if they have an AM.
You think it's gonna happen again, Noah?
Whatever it is, say yes.
I forgot about that.
I hope it happens again.
My In Rainbows opinions change almost every time I hear it.
Definitely.
Great bass right there.
Cool sound effect.
What
Wouldn't that
very
be
few
fun?
artists that know how to use reverb.
What an upbeat song. This might speak about something really nice and happy. Tom York, bundle of joy.
All right, there we go. 15 Step. Another debut track from another album here. First track on this In Rainbows album. Who wants to go first?
Me.
All right, Noah.
Boy, we're just getting off to a fiery start. This is probably the best Radiohead opener.
No.
Not because it's a tone setter or anything. It's not at all. Just because it's a complete banger. The percussion on the song is pretty out there, but it fits it perfectly at the same time. The guitar is moving around a lot. It's beautiful. I mean, the bass, it's somehow muffled, yet still exactly as prominent as I would want it to be. They've just gotten really, really good at production and mixing, so it makes it a very enjoyable song. Tom York sounds great.
Hmm.
This, I think vocally, he's starting to come to a peak here. Uh, yeah, I love this song. I'm feeling a 9.5.
Wow. You are you and
Correct?
chat probably gonna be overrating the hell out of this song.
Maybe
Completely
the other way
disagree with
around.
almost everything you said. Uh, Not even probably top 3 intro tracks in their discography. Um, it might be third, maybe. I think Tom York does not sound good on this for the most part. He has moments where he sounds like he's putting in some effort and really actually singing well. The start, he sounds terrible. I did not like the intro of this song whatsoever. As the song progressed, he got a little bit better in the verses at some points, but for the most part, he's stuck with this very whiny voice that he has sometimes, and he's done it on occasion throughout the discography that we've listened to, and it really annoys me how he sounds. Lyrically, I thought it was actually probably the best thing on the song was the lyrics were sort of, it felt like Radiohead almost talking to its fans after a bit of a hiatus from their making their albums, about 4 years of not doing anything, and they sort of being, some of the lyrics are them directly talking to their fans in response to that, and the expectations and pressures of being, a rock band at their time. Instrumentally, it was great. It was great, but because somebody, I think it was somebody said it was played in 5/4, it just felt a little odd to listen to as a whole. I think I'll give this a 7.5. Cole, you're smiling and nodding and blah blah blah.
Um, Great intro. Um, One of the best intro songs in their discography. Um, I don't. Off the top of my head, I mean, it might be number two. Um, yeah, the production here is pretty friggin' perfect. I don't really know how you would produce music better than that in terms of like mixing and getting tones and stuff. It's just really flawless, and the songwriting feels much more concise and straightforward and to the point than it did on Hail to the Thief. It's just paced better. Really good lyrics. I don't have any problem with Tom York vocally on the song. I think he's got some moments where his vocals are pretty damn good. Like when he gets a little bit louder. Um, and I just really love how creative and unique the instrumental is. I think it's really cool. Great melody too. I'll throw it a 8.5 to a
Eight
9.
and a half to a 9. All right, let's see what chat says. The production on this album is unmatched. I can see why this album was said to be their most orgasmic. Jeez, all right, calm down. Let's see. My hot take, 15 Step is the worst song on this album from Blingo Blongo. 9.6 from Side 28. It's very charismatic, great blend of
Rough take.
electronic and rock.
Yeah, I don't know
Second
about
half of this tune is better. 5 from Rickster. Gustav with an 8. I'm him with an 8. Top 3 Radiohead intro from Ashton. 10 from Ben Kenobi. Open up with the easy 10 from Daryl Clark. 8.5 from Tim. 6 to a 7 from Marcio Munez. I hope I said your name right. I probably didn't. It's second after everything in its right place. This song has everything rhythm as hell. 10 from Juan Francisco. 15 out of 10 from Daryl Clark. 9 from a random casual gamer. Hugo said a whole lot of stuff, but I'm going to go down to the rating and say 9.9 from Hugo. How does Ryan constantly have Cole and Noah shaking their heads in disappointment? Because we disagree a lot. That's why.
It's like we've watched his progression as a rock music fan. It's like how you are disappointed in a child. That's how I view it. Like,
okay, but I have changed
just
quite
do
a lot.
better. Just do better.
From when
believe in you,
AC/DC was
buddy.
the only band I care about, let's be real here.
I mean, yeah, you've
It's-
gotten better. Just get more better.
8 out of 10 from Piloto, 8.5 for Pedro, 1 out of 10 from Guadapens, and a 9 from
Okay.
Mr. No Ride. A lot of new people here, a lot of new faces, a lot of new names I'm seeing. If you guys have never been here before, hit the like down below, leave a like down below, and hit subscribe. We do all our future album, all our album reviews on stream, and we are doing Pink Floyd and Radiohead's discography in order right now. So if you wanted to catch the next few, make sure you check them out. All right, up next, Body Snatchers. Always forget about that.
I do not understand what it is. I don't know for the holes. Check for holes. Blink your eyes. Won't forget to
That's not the most true lyric in Radiohead's discography.
It's great.
Very smooth. Okay. A little bit of a different atmosphere created right there with Body Snatchers right after we had 15 Step. I'm going to throw this one to Cole.
Well, That's a bass guitar right there.
That
My
is.
goodness. I don't really know what they did to it, but it sounds pretty insane. Yeah, I mean, love the track's energy. I think this is probably the best they've ever done doing a really loud song. Um, it's like a way better version of electioneering from OK Computer. It's louder. It's got better production. I think it's probably got better lyrics. It's got better performances. Um, yeah, it's there's not really another song like this that I can really think of. I don't know. It's just a really interesting way to do a song that's this loud and raw and heavy. But they give it some great melody, some really good lyrics, a good vocal performance. All around, really, really great song. Feel another 8.5 to a 9.
Another 8.5 to a 9. So yeah, they bring the energy, no doubt, on this, and the instrumental is absolutely fire. His vocals are better than on 15 Step, but they're still not like they have been in previous albums. Granted, it's been about 4 years and he sounds just a little bit different, but he just sounds a bit more strained. I don't really know how else to describe it other than strained, trying to get some of the lines to finish properly where he wants them to. It just sounds like it's strained. That being said, it does sound better than 15 Step, and it calls everything right about everything else. The instrumental is absolutely fire. The transitions are smooth on this song. Love the transitions. Great bass, we already pointed that out, and fantastic drums. I'm gonna give this a solid 9. Noah.
Yeah, this is a real bopper right here. Big fan of the guitar that starts the song off. I hate to be that guy, but it's a guitar. But it's a crazy
Did
fuzzed
someone
out.
say it was something different?
Oh no, I've just seen him play it.
Oh, okay.
But it's crazy fuzzed out. I'm a big fan of how like intentionally rough the song sounds.
Intentionally rough.
I think that's the best way I can describe it, particularly with the guitar and bass, because I mean it'd be pretty hard to get like fully perfect takes with it, like tones these fucking nuts without any extra noise.
Right.
Big fan of Tom York is just kind of fucking losing his mind on this song. At some points, he's just not even saying words; he's just yelling, and I love that. Adds such a great energy to the song. Yeah, when it comes to their high energy stuff, which is not a very large quantity of their work, this is definitely one of the better ones. I'd give this a 9.
Ooh, 9. All right. Basically 3 9s. So, I mean, 8.5 to a 9 from Cole. All right, chat, let's see. Best transition. The song is awesome. This is wild. The mixing. Songs are all perfect for what they are, but I simply like experimental Radiohead more. This album is not super experimental.
It's not a long list.
The only basement version of okay, that was talking about something different. But simple. This is an 11 from Juan Francisco, 8+ from I'm Him, 9.5 from Ben Kenobi, 8.5 from Gustav, 9 Love the Tone They Set Here from Side 28, 9 from Tyler Willard, 8.5 from Marcio Munez. I don't know why I'm struggling to say that name so hard. Tone is yummy and I love it. That is a very interesting description of a tone. But 9 out of 10 from Mox, 8.5 from Ashton Pearson, 9 from Tim, 8.5 from Mr. No Ride, 9.5 from Daryl Clark. Woo! 8 from Piloto, 9.5 from Hugo. Sounds making a song with distorted instruments on it sounds as clean. To make it sound as clean is crazy. Garage Rock, a 9 out of 10 from Chris Gomez. All right, there we go. Up next, we got Nude.
Up next, we're Nude.
All right, let's check the poll real quick. 41 votes. Is In Rainbows the best Radiohead album? 61% saying yes. Oh. You know, when we did this for OK Computer, I got a new poll then, because
something missing. Now that you found it, it's gone. Now that you feel it, you don't. You got off the
I love the Latin vibe on here.
What?
so don't get big idea. Then I'm gonna
What?
The more I think about it, the funnier it gets.
I'll have to ask after. I'm not gonna ruin this song.
you go to hell
Not laughing about the song, by the way.
Fine Cosby. What are you two dying about? Did something happen?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
cry.
Did I do something? Did something happen? Somebody type something?
I had to process it for a second.
What the fuck is going on? God, this is so pretty.
Love,
Oh, God, what a
What?
great outro.
love the Latin vibes on this.
Oh, my Latin comment? That's what's killing you too?
It's not Latin at all. What are
fuck
you
does that
talking
mean?
about? No, it
Well,
isn't.
the whole
There's
thing's not
no-
Latin, but there's a guitar vibe during
Nope.
the verse first that was very Latin-esque, like a Cuban
No.
Latin thing.
No.
Like something you would hear like in down in like Cuban America or something. Cuban
Nope.
America.
Stop, please stop. It's one of the
Hey,
worst
no.
ones yet.
No, it's not.
Oh my gosh.
It's factual. It sounded exactly like a Cuban Latin guitar.
Please stop.
Nope.
Yes, it did.
Nope.
In fact, you know how I'll prove it? After this
Oh, yeah.
stream, I will go and pull you up exactly why I thought of that. The exact
I don't-
movie clip
Oh,
I'm
boy.
thinking of that
From
will
a movie.
100% show you. Yeah, it's from a movie that will 100% show you I'm right, or at least that I'm hearing what I'm hearing is right.
Oh,
But you know what? I'm gonna go first because I want to prove myself anyway.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
okay, what a beautiful song. Absolutely gorgeous. This is one of Tom York's greatest vocal performances he did in the entire discography. I would argue this is a top 5 Tom York vocal performance. I don't even think that's a controversial opinion. You could easily call this a top 10 Radiohead song. I don't think many people would doubt you whatsoever. I'm pretty sure Noah probably has it in his top 10. I don't know, but maybe he does. What a beautiful song. Absolutely gorgeous from start to finish. Coming from the energy Body Snatchers had to a completely different, peaceful, calming, but also a little bit atmospheric creation he does in here. And this instrumental is just so well done with these acoustic guitars that are, in my opinion, a little bit Latin inspired and sound a little bit Latin or Cuban.
Where's the acoustic?
Amazing. What do you mean, where's the acoustic? The twangy part at the end of the verses.
I
Are
don't
we
think there's
listening to the
acoustic guitar
same
on this
song?
I don't know if we are
Okay,
anymore.
you know what? If it's not acoustic, it sounds acoustic. How about that? It sounds acoustic without the string thing that often
If
acoustic.
you want to think that, sure.
It sounds it, and that's my opinion.
All right.
I love the vocals. I love the lyrics. The lyrics are 10 out of 10 tier lyrics on this. So is Tom York's vocal performance. Lyrics, vocals, instrument. This is a 10. Noah.
Big fan of the Latin vibe I'm picking up here.
I am
Really
too.
I just want to start aggressively dancing to Nude. Boy, this song creates a great atmosphere. Big fan of it.
Sorry.
Very great Tom York vocal performance. Some of his best melody writing that they've done so far in their career. The progression itself is extremely beautiful, and big fan of them starting to use the EBow, that little thingy that vibrates on guitar strings. I don't know how it works, but I know how it sounds, and it sounds amazing. There's this one thing. I don't know. This is one of my favorite Radiohead songs, but it just doesn't feel like a 10. There's just something about it. Like, this song is so, like,
What?
this is like, yeah, this just doesn't feel like a 10 to me.
You
This feels
of
like a
all
9.
people?
Yeah, me of all people. And yeah, this is like a extremely strong 9.
What?
I'd give this like a 9. I'll just go 9.5.
I'm stunned. I
I mean,
thought this
it's
would
not-
easily be top 10 for you without a thought. Maybe it is. I'm not saying it's not, but like, what? That's crazy. I thought you'd be the strongest proponent of this one. Wow. All right, Cole. I'm stunned. I'm floored. Go ahead. Cole.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful song. Gorgeous instrumental. Love the progression of it, like Noah said. It's masterful writing they got going on here. The production is, like throughout this whole album, the production is just absolutely perfect. Creates an gorgeous atmosphere. Fantastic Tom York vocal performance. One of his most, I guess, personal sounding vocal performances. If that makes any sense. Yeah, just really it hits you in the feels, really gets you. I am going to agree with Noah, 9.5.
Wow.
Saw that one coming.
I'm honestly surprised. I thought I would be the person dick riding it the least, but okay. Shocking to me at least. All right, let's see, chat. Ryan, look for the joke. I don't know either. Yeah, I didn't understand what the hell was so funny.
Yeah, because to you that was a serious take.
It was a serious. It's still a serious take. I'm not joking.
Okay.
I mean that. No.
Okay.
All right, Juan Francisco, Nude's production at its best, a 10. 10 from Side 28's perfect radio song. Lyrics are my favorite part. They are great. The Latin thing. Oh, yeah, that's what they were talking about. 10 from Ben Kenobi. 8.75 from Memes and Fun. 8.5 from Rickster. 10 from Random Casual Gamer. 8.5 from Marcio. I am standing on business. Damn straight. 10 from Mox. Every aspect of the song is perfect. It's not Latin. I know it's not a Latin song. There's just a very Latin vibe to it. And the guitar. 9.5 from Tyler Willard. 9 for the vocals from Tim. AT Victor, if you're still here, thanks for staying. Good luck with whatever you're doing. 10 from Piloto. 10 from Chris Gomez. Greenwood's guitar work in the House of Cards gives me Slow Dive vibes. I don't know what Slow Dive is. Nude's a 10 from
Sure
Mr.
is.
No Ride. 8 from Ashton. Thank you, Mox. Hugo, chill out, bro. Calm down. Yes, Ryan, this album has a
Continue,
more
Hugo.
tasteful musical spectrum. You heard this album a little back and literally thought the same thing. It's Hot Fire, probably their best. My favorite, always the Bends, though. Okay. Sander with a 9. Easy 10. 9.5 from Hugo. Look at that. It's the best vocal performance on the album. Such a beautiful composition. Love every second. Only complaint is you wish it was really longer. It's 4 minutes 15. It's not too short. Probably could have been longer, though. It would have been bad. And it would be number 11 for Hugo on their discography. I thought 310s as well, honestly, Mox. I'm a little surprised. 9.5 from Jonathan, 11 from Cosmic. 10 from Icarus, even though he doesn't know what song we're talking about. Fair enough. I'm Latino, Ryan. Yep, Nude sounds like a really slow bolero. I don't know what bolero is, but if you're Latino and you're saying that you agree with me, much appreciated. Oh, a super chat. Malon Miller, I just subscribed. I highly recommend reacting to Tom York album and Anima. I can't stop listening to it, and it has a short film on Netflix. Well, you know what, Malon Miller, if we get around to doing Tom York solo albums, I assume it's a solo album.
Yeah.
If we get around to doing Tom York solo albums, we will 100% make that our first one. But yeah, we might just listen to it on our own time as well. You guys might have already heard it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I have not.
You know what? I will listen to it tonight just to see how I like it. But thank you so much, Malon Miller. Really much appreciate the super chat.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, big shout out. All right. Let's move on to Weird Fishes are Peggy.
Peggy. Thank you.
Oh, I wonder if I can even show the thing on stream without getting copyrighted. I think I can. If it's at the end of the stream, who cares?
In the deepest ocean, the bottom of the sea, your eyes, they turn me. Why should I stay here? Why should I stay? I'd be crazy not to fall. Follow where you lead. Your eyes, they tell me. Tell me you're the phantom. I follow to the end of the earth. Yeah, everybody leaves if they get the chance. It's my chance. I get eaten by the worms and weird fishes picked over by the worms.
This, for the record, is their best hook.
Weird fishes.
This is a hook.
That's
More of
really
a
feel
bridge.
like one.
It's a
Yeah.
bridge.
Yeah, it definitely is a bridge. Because this is getting you from the first part to the part's coming right now.
Although the song doesn't really have a hook.
Might be textbook definition of a bridge, I guess, now that I think about it.
What a little run this album goes on. All right, that was Weird Fishes. Arpeggio. Cole, I'll throw you up first.
Wow. What a little tune that is.
What a little tune that is.
What fuck it. I mean, that is some just absurdly high level mixing going on and production. I mean, there are few songs in the Radiohead discography that create an atmosphere as strong as that one. Even though that's kind of like Radiohead's thing, like this is kind of one of the pinnacles of it, of just creating an atmosphere, and it kind of creates two with the transition, and they do an amazing job with both atmospheres that they create. Like the bridge, it's the writing is perfect because it transitions perfectly from the beginning part to the middle and then to the end. All the transitions are perfect. It's absolutely gorgeous. The lyrics, I think, are some of the best in Radiohead's discography. The melodies are incredible. There's really not much that I can say about this song that isn't amazing. Yeah, I'm feeling a 9.5 to a 10.
Oh, you cop out. Wow. Come on, just do it. Do it. No?
Feeling a 9.5 to a 10.
Oh my god, okay. Oh my gosh, another super chat from Milan Miller again. $5. One of my favorite things about In Rainbows is that Phil Selway's drumming really shines through on this record. His drumming is peak on this album. I mean, I think
it is one of the best drum grooves in their discography too.
100%. And I was gonna say, I think when you listen to this album, and we'll finish, we'll talk more about the album as when we do our final rankings. But absolutely, I think he's been building his drumming premise the last couple albums though, because if you notice on Hail to the Thief, we all point out his drumming as well there. But yeah, 100% agree. The drumming on this album does tend to take a lot more precedence than it did previously. But thank you for the super chat again, Marlon. Marlon, I don't know, but thank you very much. Appreciate it, man. All right, Weird Fishes. First of all, I want to say I think this is the second best song in Radiohead ever made. I said that before when we did Karma Police or OK Computer, because I think Karma Police is number 1. This is number 2. I absolutely love everything and back up 100% what Cole said. The atmosphere they create is special. It's amazing. The instrumental works fantastically with Tom York's vocal performance on this. The lyrics are great. And I'm just gonna double everything Cole said except his rating because this is an easy 10. Noah.
Yeah, the drumming was gonna be the very first thing I was gonna talk about with the song. I mean, it's like a metronome. Can get locked into that pretty easily. Really good. Very impressive how they were able to overlap so many different guitar parts without it sounding like a mess, which is just another sign of how good they've gotten at producing their stuff to this point.
Absolutely.
And everything still sounds like it has space to really breathe, which once again, really great production. Tom sounds really good, and Ed, as much as I love to make jokes about him sound like he's saying his own name, he sounds really good as well. I think he does a very good job accompanying Tom on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna be straightforward and outright, and I'm gonna give it a 10.
Oh, there we go. No cop out BS from like Cole did.
Most of the time it's a 10.
Most of the time, but not this listen, huh?
I didn't say that.
Most of the time it's a 10. All right. Thank you, Milan, for that. Another $5. Really appreciate it. And yeah, you're 100% right. The drumming is just fantastic on this. All right, let's see what chat said. What is the Eid? What the hell is going on? Ed? Oh my god. Okay. The outro is unreal. It was a great outro. 12 out of 10 from Ben. I'm him with a 9. Marcio Munez with a 9. Chris Gomez with a 10. Ben gives it an 11. 10 from Peloto. 9.6 from Rickster. First 10 from Sanders. It bewilders me to this day how you can make an atmosphere as gorgeous and as efficiently as they do here. 11 from... what?
Bewildered.
No. This is wild.
Yes. No, that's not how you
The
say
word
that
wild
word.
is, you say wild like wild.
Bewilder.
Yeah, bewilder.
That's stupid. If that's true, that's
That's
stupid.
English.
That's so dumb. Anyway, 11 from Hugo, 10 from Mox. The guitar laying is gorgeous, as if it feels as if you're floating. This is so true. Tem gives it an 8. 11 from Cosmic. Tommy mastering his use of metonymy and lyrics from 1 to 9 to a 9.5 from Jonathan. 9 to a side 28. Amazing writing. Not the biggest fan of the second part. Top 10 song of all time without question from Hugo. 11 from Random Casual Gamer. 10 from Mr. No Ride. 9 from Memes and Fun. 20 out of 10 from Stormer Noga. Icarus Black with a 10. Lava Jacob with a 10. Malin Miller with a 10. Wait, you give Karma Police a 10. What about No Surprises? That's for me the better song. I think I give No Surprises a 9.5 or a 10 as well, but I think Karma Police is better. English is stupid. It is a very stupid language. All right, check in this poll real quick. So the previous poll said is In Rainbows the best album, and 40 or 61% of chat said yes. And then this poll, when I asked what Radiohead album is the best, 40% I have OK Computer. Chat,
Different people. More
you
people
guys are
got
not
it.
making sense. You guys are not making sense. You're not making sense. All right, moving on to All I Need.
I'm wondering how many tens this one's gonna get from chat.
This is such a weird, dark beat.
Waiting in the wings. I'm an animal trapped in your car.
That's fucked up, man.
Well, the Beatles actually said it's okay to leave a dog in a hot car, so I trust them.
That you choose to ignore.
I don't remember that, but I'll choose to believe you. Don't leave your puppers or kitty cats or animals in a hot car.
You're all I need. I'm in the middle of your picture, lying in the rain.
Chat, from a lyrical point, what's this run rank? All time Radiohead
To
discography.
share your life.
What run?
I'm just an
The
insect.
album run so far?
No, the song. Lyrical.
I'm still with you because there are no others. You're all I need. You're all I need. I'm in the middle of your picture, lying in
Wow. All right. Here we had All I Need. Noah, let's start with you.
Yeah, this song certainly has some dark energy to it. Yeah, I can't really explain too well. Big fan of the very, I don't know how to describe it, but very, I'll say very heavy synth bass. That's really driving this song, besides, of course, Tom's amazing vocal melody. But yeah, the song's, before I'd even heard it for the first time, I felt like it was always leading to something, and it was. They bring these strings in, and drumming gets really heavy, and it's somehow a less than 4 minute song with a major payoff. I don't know how they did that, how they built up so much tension in a small amount of time, but I'm here for it. It's really a really good song. I am feeling a 9.5.
9.5. Wow. Oh wow,
I
another
get a
super chat.
and I have no idea what it means.
Disappointment 203 with the $2 super chat. Volk Lopes prediction. What? Volk Lopes? Volk
I don't know what that means.
Lopes? Oh, the UFC fight tonight. Oh, yes. Volkanovski. I got Alexander Volkanovski. I was a little confused about what you're saying, but yes, I know what you're talking about, disappointment, and I'm taking Volkanovski. That's just me. All right, but thank you for the $2.
I don't know who these people are.
Much appreciated. These two don't watch UFC, so they won't know. Well, Noah does. Sorry. Noah watched it. No, you can give a prediction.
I guess I will also go with the Volkanovski.
There you go. Thank you for the $2.
Appreciate it.
Disappointment 203. All right, Cole.
Beautiful song. Just, they're really creating some ethereal vibes in this little run they got here from Nude to All I Need. They're going for some sad ass songs, but they pull it off in a very, very beautiful way. It's got a great atmosphere to it. It's got great lyrics. It's got a great vocal performance. I do like the outro a lot. If I had a complaint, is that I wish the outro went on longer. I wish they built it even more than they do, because it kind of feels like they get halfway through a build and then they just cut it off, and I'm like, I wish they kept going. But yeah, outside of that, I don't really have any complaints. 8.5 to a 9.
8.5 to a 9. So I would like to talk about the fact that this song is so gorgeously sung by Mr. York. The last two songs, and Nude as well, are so much better than the first couple songs from a vocal perspective. He just absolutely nails these lyrics and the vocal performances, and they match the instrumental so well. This album has had a very unique instrumental throughout the whole thing, where it's basically been a very atmospheric creation. The last three songs, where it started out as we had Body Snatchers with a ton of energy. 15 Step was just kind of your basic intro type of song. It didn't have a real theme around it to me, but these last few songs have been atmospheric, pretty creations that are trying to get you into smooth, swaying with the music and swaying with the instrumental. Also, I think the lyrics are maybe the best on this album. I think they absolutely nail it from a lyrical perspective. He just sings them so well as well. 9.5. 9.5. All right, chat. Let's see what we got. Dark love song, indeed it is. This part is a 10 out of 10 overall. I'll say 9 from Memes and Fun. This album is so good. I'm trying to practice guitar, but it's distracting me in a good way. Nice, Akers. 8.5 from Site 28. 10 from Mox. 9.5 from Gustav. 10 from Icarus. 9 plus. The old good reason doesn't feel like a 10 from I'm Him. 10 from Sander. 10 from Random Casual Gamer. That meltdown at the end, yeah. Ben Kenobi gives it a 10. All I need was weak and depressing. Maybe all I need was weak and depressing. Maybe a 4 to 5 from Rickster. Jonathan with a 9.5. Chris with a 9.5. Short, sweet, and dark. It's a 10 from Wild Palms, 8 from Peloto. You can't listen to this on a sunny day. Well, you can. You're just probably not going to enjoy it as much. But I think it's great no matter what. Builder's amazing. Again, it's amazing how efficiently they put this stuff together. 9 to a 9.5 from Hugo. Ice Through in Rainbows is just too good. Top 15 album of all time. 7.5 from Morcio Munoz. Will you guys ever do Pixies' original discography? What do you mean original discography? Like their whole discography? Because we already did do a Pixie album, right?
Nope.
Oh, we did.
I'm sure we'll
Did we have an
definitely
album request for one of
get
them?
to one.
Maybe.
All right. I don't remember. Ethereal is a great way to describe the song. It was extremely ethereal. You're right, Mox. Let's all gather and listen to the Smiths and get real sad. Terrible idea. But you guys can do it in the listening party in the Discord, which you should join.
Okay.
See how I did that?
Yeah, we did.
Always thinking with the head. All right, up next we have Faust Arp.
I'd like to go first on this one.
Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. It's on again, off again, on again. Watch me fall like dominoes in pretty patterns. Fingers in the backbone pie. I'm tingling, tingling, tingling. It's what you feel now, what you ought to. Reasonable, sensible. There from the neck up. I guess I'm stuck. We thought you had it, but no. For no real reason, squeeze the tubes and empty bottles. I take a bow. It's what you feel now, what you ought to. The elephant that's in the room is tumbling. Duplicate and plastic bags and duplicate and triplicate. There from the neck up, I guess I'm stuck.
Are you stuffed?
We thought you had it, but
Working on it.
no. Exactly where do you get up? Is enough. I love you, but enough is enough. And that stuff, there's no real reason.
Great string section there. All right, that was Faust Arp. Noah, you called first.
I feel like this song gets a bit underrated. A lot of it has to deal with the fact that I feel like it's surrounded by so many songs that are very complex, a lot of moving parts. And this song is just vocals and some acoustic guitars and some strings. It does not feel unfinished, Cole. It does feel like its own song.
Free
completely
attacking
done.
Cole.
Yeah, because I know that's what he's gonna say.
Oh man.
But yeah, the melody on this thing's great. I love the acoustic, and the strings are a massive compliment. This song would be completely. I feel completely different about it if there wasn't the strings. Like that's what really makes it feel complete to me.
Sweet to you.
Is it as high quality as the stuff that's come so far? No. Is it still a good song? Yes, it is. I'm feeling an 8 to an 8.5.
8 to an 8 and a
Very pretty.
half. All right, Cole. Do you want to respond to Noah's vicious and malicious attack against you?
Yeah, real malicious.
Sure. I don't know what this fucking B-side song is doing on here. This half-written, kind of awkwardly played B-side song is doing on this amazing album.
Oh boy.
This is like half of a song. It's over before it even really begins. They don't line up the strings super well with the rest of the instrumental. They kind of feel like they come in too early. I don't much care for the vocal melody. I don't really care. Like his vocals are not ASMR, but they're like getting there,
Hmm.
and it's just a bit. I can just hear that it's on like that it's kind of close. It's like Um, I don't dislike any specific thing about the song. It's just if you isolate all the parts there are good. It's just like
They don't work together.
put more there. There's so like just write more, man. I don't know why there's just a 2-minute song here that's so uneventful, not interesting lyrically. There's like
shit.
there's like no emotion in this. I get so little out of this. This just feels like an half-written, not finished B-side that could have just been thrown away or finished later or something. I get just I skip this every time I listen to this album
He
without
called it
failure.
a B-side.
This just
Hugo.
sounds like a B-side. I'm feeling a 5.
No, you can respond and let me just do my thing, all right? So I'm also much more leaning to Cole's side on here. Yeah, I think it's not finished, but I don't think that's like it sounds more to me like an intermission type of song, like something you play when you're about to switch to the other half of the album, which I think we're about to switch to. I know it's only 10 songs long, but yeah, it's 6, so we're about to enter the last 4 songs in the album. It's a good middle point. It really the only good thing about the song though truly is the strings. I don't think that's great lyrically, and Tom York is just okay vocally. The strings heavily carry this. It's a 6 for me. All right, Noah, go ahead and respond.
I actually do agree, Hugo, that I'd probably definitely listen to this over Karma Police. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No
Why?
way. What is wrong with you? That's not real.
mean, just
you did not
like, why?
say that.
It
Why?
just does more for me.
What?
This does nothing. There's nothing happening.
I've
So
never
little happens
gotten I've never gotten the massive hype around that one.
This is one of the more boring vocal performances in their discography.
I love it, and I love a nice descending instrumental to go along with
Skip
it.
this thing every time unless I'm listening to the album as a whole. And every time I'm listening to this album as a whole, this just feels like an abrupt stop and just like so unnecessary.
I don't know, when it comes to like their big songs, I've just never. That's always been like my least favorite of theirs. They're big boys.
But you would legitimately listen to Faust Arp over Karma Police.
Yeah.
Are you putting it above it as a song too?
Yeah. I mean,
Really,
they're pretty equal.
Oh my
Yeah.
Faust Arp is so what?
It's like an intermission song versus their best.
Really, this album would be better if Faust Arp was not here.
Oh my
It
god.
adds nothing to this album at all.
Actually, that's a good song.
It
So
doesn't.
fuck you.
That's a really
if you
mid
agree
song.
with Noah, press 1. If you agree with anyone else, press 2. All right. Noah, did you
Or
have
just
anything
say
else?
who you agree with, because we're humans here. We can speak.
What's easier? Okay. Did you have anything else, Noah? Did you
No,
want?
that's it.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted to respond to Cole or not. All right. Wow. Okay. Wow. All right. We'll see what chat says. Let's go back and look at their ratings, though.
A lot of agreeals going on with me.
Oh no. There's no
It's not
way.
going the way you thought it would.
There's just no. Why is this tab is
Two
being
people.
so laggy for me right now? I can't even scroll up and down the chat.
More people than I was expecting.
I sincerely apologize. My browser is being incredibly laggy right now for some odd reason. Okay, there we go. Finally had to reload it. My apologies. All right, let me check. What did chat say ratings wise? Okay. 8 from Daryl Clark, 7.9 from Cy28, 7.5 from Marcio Munoz, 8 from Lava Jacob, 8.5 from Ben Kenobi, 8.5 from Daryl, from Chris Gomez, 8 from I'm Him, 7.5 from Pedro, Gustav gives it a 7, Rickster gives it a 7, Sander gives it a 9, 8 from Casual Gamer, 8.5 from Jonathan, 8 from Wild Palms. We got a lot of ratings. 10 from Cosmic, yes, awful, take Cole L from Pedro Knight, 9 from Juan Francisco, 8 is too high. I'll change to a 7 from I'm Him. All right, let's see. 8 from Marcio, and never heard this before, so 7 from Memes and Fun. Vindication from Hugo. Okay, Hugo, let's calm the hell down. Calm the hell down. I do listen to this more in current.
I don't know what anyone could
Why?
possibly get out of that song.
Sincerely, why? Like, I don't even know.
It's not even particularly well written.
Okay,
I'm
you
seeing
can
a
stop.
1 and a 2 so far, but
It's
okay.
true.
All right, we'll move on. I can't believe there's people who actually that's crazy. Faust Arp is amazing.
My people.
No, it is not.
My people.
My God,
It's
know-
not a great melody. It's a
the In Rainbows is
okay
coming.
instrumental.
I mean, percent on this poll, In Rainbows is coming back percentage wise, sure, but OK Computer is still winning by 7%, and yet there are people who are actually saying Faust Arp is better than Karma Police.
I accidentally voted for the one I don't think's the best.
You?
Yeah.
Which one did you vote for?
Oh, I can't say that.
Why?
I cannot explain that.
Okay. All right, up next, we have Reckoner. It's not better, Hugo. It's not even close to better.
Is a wildly more well-written song than Faust Arp.
Fucking Faust Arp. This is the most overrated Radiohead song. Wow. That is the weirdest way of saying Reckoner I have ever heard in my life.
Yeah, like Faust Arp. Okay. There's no reason for that to be a 3 because like bad about it. Yeah.
You might be muted.
If you muted, start
Oh,
over
what
again.
the hell? I didn't
Start
even
again.
mute myself. I have like, I must have
That's
clicked.
rough.
I must have clicked the fucking keyboard shortcut accidentally. My apologies, chat.
That's rough.
Yeah, start again.
What did I say first? I apologize. Okay, so I have a keyboard shortcut on my keyboard that auto mutes my OBS, and I must have bumped it. My apologies, chat. What I was gonna say is this album, more so than pretty much all their albums in their discography up to this point, has created this atmosphere through their instrumentals, and then Tom York comes in with a beautifully well done vocal performance that matches that instrumental, and then they stick with that instead of adding in random camera focus, and they stick with that instead of adding in random bits and fillers, experimental or otherwise, to the songs, where they change up and transition to outside things for a little bit and then come back into the song. Whereas this song and this album, they've stuck with that formula throughout the whole song. They keep the tones, they keep the riffs, they keep the vocals, and they don't really change it up. Yeah, there's transitions here and there, but they almost always go back to that thing they started with. That, and in Reckoner's just the exact perfect example of this, where there's this amazingly peaceful atmospheric instrumental, and they have an incredible vocal performance by Tom York that he follows up with, and they stick with it 4 minutes or so, almost 5 minutes of just that, and a little bit of tempos changes here and there. Of course, you got the hook. But outside of that, it's sticking with what is working so damn well, and not just 2.5 minutes in, let's go for the next 45 seconds to a minute of something really weird and change it up a lot. Which I'm not saying is bad, but it's nice to see them sticking with what's working so well. Hard to rank this one. 9 to a 9.5. Noah.
Actually, I'd like to let Cole
Oh.
unleash on this one first.
Cole.
Wow. What a song right there. My goodness. I honestly think that this song and How to Disappear Completely are the two best songs that Radiohead has written to date. There is a quality to this song. I want to say like sort of like an atmosphere, but it almost feels like more than that. This song has some aura to it. It's got a fucking
Cole
aura.
dropping an aura bomb.
This song is like, it's not an existential crisis, but there is just something incredibly existential about this song. I mean, lyrically, certainly, but just the vibe that they create is so otherworldly with this song. And it just hits in a way that I don't think any other Radiohead song really hits me. I think this might be the best vocal performance in Radiohead's discography. This might be Tom York's best vocal performance of all time.
Wow.
I think this has got some of the best lyrics they've ever written.
That's true.
And one of the most beautiful and uniquely beautiful instrumentals in their discography. Yeah, I think this is probably their best song, in my opinion, and a 10.
Oh, their best song?
Probably.
Wow. Wow. Hot takes coming in from Cole. Noah.
And this is why I made Cole go first. To make my job easier.
Oh?
'Cause I agree with everything he said. I think this is his best vocal performance. It does have an aura, if that's the word you want to choose.
Don't think I've ever heard Cole say aura before.
But I'm a little bit more definitive as to if it's the best Radiohead song or not. Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, wow. Two people.
Yeah, I'll say it's the best Radiohead song.
Wow.
Okay. Done.
So I assume you're giving it a 10.
Yeah, he said that.
Oh, okay then. Wow. That's the only thing I think that's not, for me at least, that's not a 10 is that I guess I wish there was a bit more to the instrumental than there is. It's just there's a little bit lacking. The drums are great though. The drums are fantastic, and I just think it's a little lacking as an instrument. I've definitely heard some better ones it made.
When he goes for that incredibly high note when saying Reckoner, like about midway through the song,
Yeah.
that's like
Oh, that's great.
maybe the peak of their discography in like
Wow.
10 seconds.
I like that part. I like the end of the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know what
Sure.
you're talking about.
All right, Mr. No Ride Reckoner is a 9.5 for me. The only nitpick is the jump scare it gives at the beginning. This is my shower song of this album. Easy 10, side 28.
Not my shower song.
That's
the
also
song-
the
or
best
album.
use of, I think that's the best use of strings on this album, pretty
Yes.
handily.
Yes. 9, the outro carried from I'm Him. 8.5, Reckoner is all about the interlude and the fade out from Juan Francisco. 9.5 from Marcio. 10 from Ben Kenobi. 10 from Lava Jacob. 9.5 from No Ride. Sander with the 9. Yes, I know I was meaning, my apologies. Chris from 9 gives it a 9.5. 8 from Rickster. Yeah, a whole lot of people telling me I'm muted. I was speaking the truth. There was some fire coming out of my mouth. 9.5 from Jonathan. 7.75 out of 10. The bridge is wonderful. Outside that, really don't get the massive hype. Their most overrated song from Pedro Knight. Thank you, Cosmic, for advertising the Discord. All right, this is 10. Instrumental lyrics and vocals complement each other perfectly, and it's really cool to hear Tom singing purely falsetto from Hugo. 8 from Wild Palms. 10 from Piloto. And falsetto guzzlers the 6th or 7th in their discography from Hugo.
It's what he does best. I don't understand what the problem is.
He did pretty damn good falsetto. Absolutely. 10 out of 10 from Piloto as well. All right, up next, House of Cards. This poll is very close.
How much reverb do you want on the intro, Tom? Yes.
I don't wanna be your friend. I just wanna be your lover. No matter how it ends, no matter how it starts, forget about your house of cards, and now they're mine. Forget about your house of cards, and now they're mine.
Big free girl, whoever the hell that is.
Arnie.
And fall off the table, get swept on. future will collapse from voltage spikes. Throw your keys in the bowl, kiss your heart's blown goodnight. And forget about your house of cards and I'll do mine. Forget about your house of cards and I'll do mine. Fall off the table, guess where on denial,
Kevin Spacey loves this song. What
What, is he in that TV show?
the fuck? The lead
Cards?
actor in House of Cards.
Wouldn't know. Haven't watched it.
Y'all don't mind, I'd like to go first on this one. All right, that's House of Cards. This is a very odd little song by Radiohead. Let me start off by saying, and by no means am I going to call this a bad song. I think it absolutely has some great things about it. However, I do enjoy the reverb at moments. I think it's a little overused and overdone throughout the song. I think doing it as much as they did probably lends it to be a little too long. Why they chose this one to be, I believe, the longest song so far on the album, I don't really quite know. Let me check if I'm right about that. Yes. Why they chose this one to be the longest song on the album, I can't tell you, and I don't know. There's not a whole lot that really lends it to being longer and being like, oh, hey, let's make this one 5.5 minutes instead of something else. There are certainly songs that I would like to have seen to be this length or longer. I think this one falls off after about 3 minutes, and it starts to being a bit repetitive and not necessarily, it doesn't do anything to be worthy of the length that it is. The instrumental is really groovy is not the word. It's it just feels nice to strum along in your head with and groove to. I guess a little groovy, but not really. It's very nice, solid, satisfying instrumental. I don't think Tom York's vocals are amazing, but I don't think they're anywhere near bad or anything. I think they're good enough for this song. The reverb effects are cool, but I do think they're overused and it's a little too long. The lyrics are probably the thing I have the biggest issue with. I don't think they're very interesting at all. Maybe I'll get a hate for that, but I think the song is probably a little overrated by Radiohead fans. I'm not sure if they love it or think it's like okay, but if you love this song, you're probably overrating it a bit. Solid 7 for me. Cool.
Well, this is a nice little tune. Very pretty. very atmospheric. I wouldn't say that it is quite on the same level. I think this song is very similar to the song All I Need. But I kind of feel like All I Need is the more concise version of this song, and it does have I would say it has a better ending. But still, this has a very nice atmosphere. It's very pretty. It might go on a little bit long.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't say it quite has the peaks of other songs on this album, but still very, very solid. I'll give it an 8 to an 8.5.
8 to 8.5. Noah.
I guess I'll get the negative out of the way first.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit too long. But this is another song like Faust Arp where they get a little bit more back to the basics, like less parts. Except for all the crazy fucking synth and guitar noises that come in every once in a while. Sound really cool. Just melody-wise, it's a lot more simple, which is not a downside. It's just something I've noticed. It's a solid vocal melody. It's not as crazy or as amazing as some of the other things on the album.
Right.
That's overall how I feel about the whole song. It's just good, but like
it's good, but it's not attracting you to any particular thing.
Yeah, like I think this might be the weakest song on the album, but I still think it's a damn good song. So it's an 8.
Okay. Maybe I mean, because I saw a couple people before we started the song say, like one or two people said House of Cards was like a 9 or a 10. I was like, maybe Radiohead fans think it's like fantastic or something. All right, let's go back and see. Yeah, there it is. Juan Francisco says 10. House of Cards, perfect combination of sweet minimalism and dissonance. Sounds like Wilco. If Formula is like Formula One cars playing a love song, all right, that's a weird comparison. Trying to find the ratings. There we go. Side 28 gives it 9.2. 9 from I'm Him. Same atmosphere as Weird Fishes. Oh, no. No. Very different atmosphere, in my opinion. Unless, I mean, do either of you agree with that at all?
Not really.
No, I don't think so. 9 from Chris. 9 from Vertigo. 12 from Sander. Can we get Pretty Please add blues as a genre to the Discord? I guess. I don't see any reason why we can't. I'm gonna have to redo some things, but yeah, no problem. 8.5 from Lava Jacob. 8 from Daryl. It is good. A 7 from Pedro. Might have just cracked my phone pretty bad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Hugo.
Hugo, no.
10 from Cosmic. 8.5 from Rickster. This was their best for me. Wow. Okay. 9 from Ben Kenobi. Marcio with a 6. 8 from Wild Palms. 7.5 from Tarny. It's long, but it's technically only 2 verses and 2 choruses. It's slow pace, so it's drawn out. Yeah, it's slower pace, which is a little bothersome. It does drop it down a little. This is in contention for the best produced song, just objectively. It's fantastic, but I feel like composition overshadowed by the rest of the album. A 9 from Hugo. 10 from Piloto, easily in the top 10. Radiohead's telenovela Forbidden Love Song. 7.5 from Jonathan, and a 3 from Memes. Tom York wanted to evoke the same atmosphere as Fleetwood Mac's Albatross. I haven't heard Albatross, but I don't know why he would ever try to do something Fleetwood Mac did. They don't really sound dissimilar at all.
Well, you want to start some wars, don't you?
Do they sound similar? I didn't say they were one or the other was better. I just said they don't sound similar.
Well, never mind.
All right, poll 69 votes. OK Computer 38 and Rainbows 36. The gap has closed. Very close now. All right, up next, Jigsaw Falling into Place. Do you think Fleetwood Mac sounds like Radiohead? I don't hear that at all.
Just as they play your favorite songs, your body disappears. No one will wind up like a spring before you had too much. Come back and focus again. The walls have been in shape. They got a Cheshire cat grin, all blurring into one. This place is on a mission before the night out. Before the animal noises closer get cameras. Before you come at all. Before you run away from me, before you're lost between the notes, the beat goes round and round. The beat goes round and round, never really got there. I just pretended that I wasn't blowing instruments. As I said, I shotguns. Come on and let it out. 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 Before you run away from me, before you're lost between the notes, just as you take the night, just as you dance, 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 Jigsaw falling in a place, so there is none to
You're right there, Noah.
explain. Yeah, each other as you pass. She looks back, you look back. Not just once, not just twice. Wish you were a nightmare. Wish you were a nightmare. You got it on, you can feel it on your back, and you can feel it on your back. Jigsaw falling into place.
All right. Jigsaw falling into place. No, I want you to start this one.
Heck of a song right here. Big fan of it. I'm just a big fan of like any descending guitar part. I don't know why, but they just seem to resonate with me and does that on this song. Great vocal performance from Mr. York. This song's another really good example of them using strings very, very well, especially at like a very critical moment of the song. Just makes it feel so much more grand and better.
Grand and better.
Yeah, big old fan of this song. Just like Nude, it's one of those ones where it's like, it just doesn't feel like a 10. I'm sorry, it just doesn't feel like
Just
a 10.
doesn't feel like a 10.
It's extremely good. I'd go 9.5.
9.5. Cole.
Great song. Love the writing on it. Love the slow build throughout it that kind of culminates at the end with a little explosion there at the end. It has a particularly good melody at the end of the song. The ending of the song is really fucking tremendous. I honestly just wish it was a little bit longer. But yeah, great lyrics, great melody. Just Radiohead kind of doing their thing on this album where they have a build towards the end of the song, and the rest of the song just has like really good melody, really good lyrics, a perfect production, and just really, really good writing. I'm feeling a 9.
A 9. So I'm gonna probably be the one hating on it a little bit more. Not hating on it, that's the wrong term, but disliking it a little bit more. Need to. I don't like the way he sounds at the very beginning. He had been doing a falsetto voice for basically this whole album, or very close to falsetto. He had been doing a much higher pitched voice, and then we get this very not bad at all, a very normal sounding Tom York, a very, well, not normal sounding, very just point blank singing without adding any type of emphasis to it, Tom York, for about half the song. And then we get that transition to the closer to falsetto type of voice that he'd been doing basically the whole album, with the increase in the tempo and the increase in the instrumental. That's cool. But the first half of the song, I get they're building to that, but the first half of the song just felt really weird and out of place, especially for the style of the album they're doing. I thought the lyrics are probably the best part of the album. Not album, the song. And outside of that, it didn't do a whole lot for me. I like parts of it a lot. I just think I think the second half is far better of the song, and I think the lyrics and the vocals on the first half, well, the vocals on the first half just kind of take this down a bit to like an 8 to 8.5. The second half should be its own song entirely, to be honest. That would have been a whole lot better. Okay, chat, what do we think? A lot of talk about Fleetwood Mac for some reason. 11 from Cosmic. The song has a spooky vibe to it. It did. Phone Survive. Oh, I'm glad to hear you, Hugo. Good. Ben gives it a 10. One of my favorites from 9 from Memes and Fun. 9.5 from Side 28s. 10 from Blingo Blongo. 8 from Daryl. Marcio gives it a 9. 9.2 from Sander. 10, one of the happiest Radiohead songs from Chris. 8 from Rickster. 10 from Octavie. 11 Pianist. 8 from I'm Him, a top 10 Radiohead song from Ben Kenobi. 9 from Vertigo. 9 to a 9.5 from Wild Palms. And 9.5 from Hugo. What a tune left out the song. Progressive bass and drums here really don't get enough love. 11, yeah, I saw it, Cosmic, you're good. 7.5 to 8 from Tarney. And 9 to a 9.5 from Jonathan. All right, I think we have made it to the final song of the album, correct?
Yep.
Oh,
There we go. Let's check the poll real fast. Oh my goodness, In Rainbows has taken the lead, 38 to 37 for the best Radiohead album with 76 votes. You got one more song. Okay, computer fans, can you take back the place? Let's see. We got Videotape. It's been closer than I expected.
Perfect song for Cole as he watches In Rainbows win the poll.
better than OK Computer winning the poll.
Tardy, you've changed
I'll
your mind
Take my
again.
victories when I get them.
Metal is now your favorite Floyd album?
Oh, favorite. Fair enough. I see why.
My videotape, my videotape. Mephistopheles is just beneath, and is reaching up to grab me.
Probably held that grab out a little too long.
This is one for the good days, and I have it all here in red, blue, green, and red, blue, green. And you are my center when I spin away out of control on videotape.
Good lord, those lyrics. We will react to The Wall in a few albums from now.
Doing all of their
Once this is on the lineup.
some developments over time.
And there we have it. Videotape and the end of In Rainbows. Noah, I guess is taking first from me, so go ahead.
Not much has changed for most of this album from the last time we did it, except for this song. This song is moved up a bit for me. I know, Cole, you brought up existential at one point with another song. This one really doubles down on it. This song
It
is just
does.
bit of a crusher here, crusher of the soul.
Ooh.
Incredibly beautiful, simplistic. The percussion is so like times there are hits feels so weird, but right at the same time. I mean, this is such a great way to end the album. I'm feeling a 9.5.
9.5. So we talked about the last Radiohead album. We talked about how Hail to the Thief might have the best intro outro combo. Well, I'll say this is the best outro Radiohead ever did, and that to me is a lock. Throw away the key type of opinion right there. This is a type of song that is just like the absolute definition of a perfect closer song for an album. I mean, the emotion, the raw emotion in Tom York's voice, the lyrics, he's singing, talking about how he's, just it's a videotape that you can, like, he's making a videotape for you to watch forever. And I'm taking that as a metaphor for Radiohead's discography, that you can, like, always go back and listen to Radiohead, even if this is their last album, which I don't think they knew at this point whether this would be their last album or not. But maybe some people thought it might be, and maybe they thought it might be. But they're basically saying, like, we put together this whole discography of music. It's always there for you to go listen to, whether we're here making music or not. You have it, and you can always go back and listen. And I love that metaphor. It is fantastic. I love that way they ended this. I think the voice and how just in your ear it is, right next to you, and he's kind of it feels like Tom York is just directly talking to his audience on this one. I think that's fantastic. Some vocal issues at some points, a couple lines where it's a little forced and a little stretched, but for the most part, it's fantastic. The instrumental drums are a little odd at some points. Somebody said it sounded like a Minecraft block a couple at the end there, and I don't know exactly the point, but I can kind of hear like the sound. Really hard not to give this a 10. But there are enough moments in it to give it a 9.5. Cole.
Wow, what a closer! My goodness. I mean, like Noah said, just some incredible existential stuff going on here with lyrics about just like dying, like literally just the end of his life, and he's dying.
Yeah.
It might, like, that piano that opens the song may be my favorite use of a piano.
Oh, it's superb.
In Radiohead's discography. I think it's absolutely beautiful in like a wonderfully soul-crushing, heartbreaking, sad kind of way, if that makes any sense. I think the lyrics are brilliant. I love the vocal melody. Yeah. Honestly, I've never, like, I get that when you look at the time signatures and stuff, that the percussion and all that stuff, even though it kind of sounds off kilter, I get that when you look at it from a theory standpoint, it does like make sense what they're doing with it.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish this song was just him and the piano. I think it would be better. I really do. Like, I don't dislike the drum groove, but the piano with him is so beautifully haunting that I kind of wish it just stayed there. I really do.
I respect that opinion, yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good point.
It's barely a complaint because I think this videotape is probably the best closer in their discography. But if that was just 4.5 minutes of just him with that piano and those lyrics and that melody, I think the song would probably be a 10, but I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
I would have liked to have seen more vocals from him at the end of the track as well, and not just a 1.5-minute instrumental outro. Maybe like a 40-second outro and do like one more short verse. That would have been, or maybe another chorus. I don't know. All right, well there we have it though. That was In Rainbows. It's time for. Oh, hold on. Let before I do that, let's check out the rankings, because sometimes I forget to check out the last song rankings and go straight to final rankings. All right, chat. 11 from Juan Francisco. Videotape time signatures, a topic of study by professional musicians. Wow.
It's peculiar.
7 out of 10 from Piloto. Trying Too Hard. Least favorite closer, the big 3. 8.7 from Side 28. No clue what they're going for with this beat. Song is good otherwise. 6+ from Rickster. 10 from Ben Kenobi. 11 from Cossack. 8.5 from Marcio. Song is a little overrated. Just an amazing and an extremely unique song. It's a shame that Radiohead are the king of album closers. 9 to a 9.5 from Hugo. Yeah, they're really good at closing albums. There's no doubt about that. Chris gives it a 10. Every last song of every Radiohead album is a banger, and that includes Pablo Honey. 8.5 from Sander, 9 from Jonathan, and a 10 from Icarus. All right, there we go.
Icarus.
Icarus? I've always called him.
I would imagine.
I don't know. All right, it's final rankings time. And for those of you who are new, never been here before, or are brand new Radiohead fans, first of all, welcome. And second of all, what we do is we take our top 3 songs of the album. We put it in 1 to 3 order. We put the album in, we order them. We put the album in a 1 to 10 order. Oh my gosh, this is the first time I ever fucked this up. We take our top 3 songs of the album, we give the album a 1 to 10 ranking, and we give our final thoughts on it as well. And then we rank the albums that we have heard, since we're doing the Radiohead and Pink Floyd discographies. We will rank the albums we have heard in order of how good we think they are. Let's have Cole go first. He really goes first on the final rankings.
At number 3, I'm gonna go with Videotape. Number 2, Weird Fishes, and number 1, Reckoner. For such an amazing album, that is a really easy top 3 for me. Overall, I mean, I think this album is a masterpiece. It's got flawless production. Like, I don't really know how you could produce, mix, whatever. I don't really know how you could produce music better than this. I mean, every tone is great. The mix is amazing. There's like no dead space around anything. I mean, it's so fucking airtight. It's crazy. I think this is one of the most consistent and successfully creative Radiohead albums. I think Tom York is great vocally across the whole album. I think the songwriting is, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but it's always really, really solid. Or at points, it's mind-blowing. I think lyrically, this is up there with any of their albums. I think the lyrics on this album are incredible. I think this has probably got some of their best sad songs, which, I mean, almost every Radiohead song is a sad song, but, you know, this... Sure. I mean, this album just has peaks that go toe-to-toe with any Radiohead album. And I think that I would call this album a masterpiece, but because of Faust Arp, it's not a 10, it's a 9.5.
9.5 from Cole. All right. I'll let Noah go last here. My top 3 will be... Yeah, we're going to go Reckoner at 3, Nude at 2, Weird Fishes are at number 1. Every time I listen to this album, I feel like I have a different opinion on certain songs, and I feel like my top 3 changes, and my opinion on this album changes, and it keeps going up the more I listen to it, so props to that. Absolutely, I think probably the biggest thing, I think that's difference-wise between this and the other 3 is this album keeps to whatever melody and riff and tone that they have in almost every song. This album keeps to it and does it pretty much the whole song. All the other big 3 albums and almost all the other Radiohead albums, they change things up a lot in the songs. They'll have one riff, they'll have one melody, they'll have one tone, and then maybe a minute, 2 minutes into it, it completely flips and does something entirely different. And sometimes for the greatness of it, and it makes it way better, and sometimes it makes it a little worse. And then but this one sticks to it. It's very consistent. As an album, it's a very consistent album throughout. I think it has a couple lows. Faust Arp for one, not a huge fan of that at all. I think 15 Step is pretty overrated, and even though I don't hate it at all, House of Cards is a little overrated as well. Outside of that, it's a damn near flawless album. It has so many great songs, a couple elite songs in the discography, and so many high points from Tom York vocally. And I love the fact that they brought in a bit more piano and percussion into the instrumentals, a little less guitar in this one. Fantastic use of instrumentals to complement Tom York's vocals. I'm going to join Cole and give this a 9.5. Noah.
Well, are you guys gonna rank the discography?
Oh, yes. We should do that. Cole, go ahead. Rank the discography.
Number 7 is Pablo Honey because it sucks. Number 6 is The Bends. Number 5 is Amnesiac. Number 4, Hail to the Thief. Number 3, OK Computer. Number 2, In Rainbows. And number 1, Kid A.
Yo. All right. My top, well, this is 7, right? We're 7 in? Yep. So my number 7 will be Pablo Honey. Number 6 will be The Bends. 4, I believe, is going to be Hail to the Thief. 3 is going to be wait, I skipped 5. My bad. 5 is Hail to the Thief. 4 is Amnesiac. 3 is Kid A. 2 is In Rainbows. 1 is OK Computer. Kid A has gone below In Rainbows for me, at least for the time being. Noah.
Okay. For my top 3, I'll go Nude, Weird Fishes, and A Reckoner at number 1.
Is that the same as Cole's?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
This Radiohead album is just like it's made for me. Like they explore things that I really like. Like at some points they try like almost get a little indie. They get more into their guitar centric sound with a mixture of the electronic things that they've done before. It's just the good in between Kid A and OK Computer from it's just the perfect album for if you like both of those styles. That's how I see it. This thing's just front to back so good. There is no low point. This thing's phenomenal. Yeah, feeling 10.
Thought you might. All right, rank it.
All right. Number 7, Pablo Honey for the reasons Cole specified. 6, Amnesiac. 5, Hail to the Thief. 4, The Bends. 3, OK Computer. 2, Kid A. And number 1, finally, In Rainbows.
Damn. Even when I start to like In Rainbows more, we still can't get it.
Ryan, what was your top 3?
My top 3 is currently, I've changed it. I have Kid A at 3, In Rainbows at 2, and OK Computer at 1. Now,
look at you, 1 for 3.
Wow. Well, it might change that. I mean, shit. It might go to, again, it's changed. Like the last time we did this, I had Kid A at 2, In Rainbows at 3, OK Computer at 1. But I just like In Rainbows.
0 for 3.
I just like In Rainbows more this time. That's all I can say. That was better. All right, there it is. That's our In Rainbows 7th Radiohead studio album ranking and reaction and review. I hope you guys did enjoy. We are, we're 7 studio albums deep. How many more we got left for them? 1, 2, yeah, 2 more. 2 more out of their 9 studio albums left to go. King of Limbs and A Moonshaped Pool. We should be getting to those guys within the next week or so, and once we do that, we'll probably be reopening the paid album requests. So get ready for that. Hope you guys enjoy. If you didn't, leave a like down below and hit subscribe. Hit the bell to get notified when we go live. We do all our album reviews live, and we like when the chat disagrees with us. It makes it very entertaining because then we get people yelling at each other for reactions. Also, if you want to yell at each other for your opinions and you want to share your rankings, go join our Discord. Links in the description below. And you can share also all types of different things in our Discord. It's pretty fun. Follow us on Twitter to get notified when we upload our videos and our streams. And yeah, we will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Okie dokie, chat. Let's check your guys' rankings. All right. Hey, you are missing In Rainbow's Disc 2. We're not missing it. We're just not doing it. That's all it is. Okay, Hugo, Life in a 1, Life in a Glass House, 2, The Tourist, 3. Oh, that's for the outros, I see. Damn, Videotape 5th best outro. I disagree. All right, 1, Hugo, 1, Weird Fishes, 2, Reckoner, 3, 15 Step, 4, Nude, 5, Jigsaw Falling into Place. In Rainbows is 100% the best. 1, I'm Him, 1, Nude, 2, All I Need, 3, Reckoner overall, and 9 out of 10, Kid A is still their best.
That's true.
Damn. Are you guys going to go through any other full discographies once you're done with Pink Floyd and Radiohead? We are. We will continue, but we're probably going to take a little break and do some pay down requests once we do finish the discographies. But yes, we will continue. Piloto, we haven't figured out the artist yet. Piloto, 1, Weird Fishes, 2, Arpeggi, 3, House of Cards, 4, Reckoner. Ben Kenobi, 1, Weird Fishes, 2, Videotape, 3, Reckoner. Tarny gives the album a 6.8 out of 10, calls it mid. Depending the day, my top 3 can change. Videotape might be 1 for sure, though. Spock with Socko gives it a 10, says his favorite Radiohead album.
What an absolutely fire ranking from I'm Him.
What do
Oh
you
my
say?
goodness. That is a beautiful album ranking or discography ranking.
Oh, I haven't
up
seen
to
it
this
yet.
point.
All right. Ania, 1, All I Need, 2, Weird Fishes, 3, Reckoner. Inconsistency is your favorite. That's weird. This is the strongest track list in all of music. It's pretty definitive for Hugo. Jonathan, 1, Nude, 2, All I Need, 3, Reckoner. Hugo says the album suffers from structure. Interesting. Sounds more like a playlist than an album.
That's true. It's nowhere. It's not anywhere near as cohesive of an album as like Kid A or OK Computer.
Problem with
Even though it is better than
it doesn't
OK Computer.
peak as much as OK Computer does.
It peaks much more.
No, because OK Computer has their best song of all time,
No,
and
it
then another
doesn't.
top 5 song of all time on their of their discography and their album.
No.
It has multiple in the top 10. Hugo gives it
Maybe
a
2.
strong 9.5. Are there any other discographies you guys want to go through? I want to do
There's a lot of
couple.
contenders.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Yeah.
We'll probably put up a
Think
poll.
about it.
We'll probably come up with some contenders and then put up a poll for you guys and see what you guys want us to go through next. 10, we're not done. Where's In the Rainbows? We're not doing this too, my friend. Faust Arp rules. Sounds like Nick Drake.
No, it doesn't.
Blingo
It sounds like a
Blanco.
shitty Nick
What?
Drake song. Nick Drake songs are so much better than Faust Arp. Good lord.
Well, Ben Kenobi, 1 In Rainbows, 2 ASMP, 3 Kid A. Wow, ASMP. Okay. Ben's hate is overdone. No, it's not hate.
Shit is
It's not.
boring.
Oh, I see where you're saying, Hugo. Oh, thank you, Cosmic. I appreciate it. Hugo, 1 Kid A, 2 OK Computer, 3 In Rainbows, 4 The Bends, 5 Amnesiac, 6 Hail the Chief, and 7 Pablo Honey.
Hail the Chief.
Oh, Hail the Thief. Yeah, I don't know why I said Chief. I'm Him. Oh, here we go. 1 Kid A, 2 In Rainbows, 3 OK Computer, 4 Amnesiac, 5 Hail the Thief, 6 The Bend, 7 Pablo Honey. That's just Cole's ranking repeated. It's literally
No.
it. What do you have different?
Switch 3 and 4.
You have Amnesiac above OK Computer?
Oh wait, no. Who did you read? Wait, who did you
You said
read?
I'm Him.
Did I read his wrong?
You must have, because he has OK Computer at 3.
No, OK Computer. No, 4 and 5. Switch 4 and 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Hugo, the obligatory Nick Drake comparison.
Why are we ranking our hair? What is going on? Wow,
I don't
Shit.
know.
Cole's hair an 8. Cole's hair a 10,000 out of 10.
That's a lot.
Wow. Marcio
It's a particularly
Nunez,
great hair day for me.
1 Kid A, 2 OK Computer, 3 Amnesiac, 4 Halo Thief, 5 in Rainbow, 6 The Ben, 7 Pablo Honey. Wow, not an in Rainbows guy. Just not. Gotta do the Pixies. Oh, I'm not sure.
Gotta do a lot.
God, there's a lot. OK Computer in Rainbows, Kid A, Ben's, Halo Thief, Pablo Honey for side 28s. How about a reaction to On a Friday discography, aka Radiohead before Radiohead? On a Friday.
Yeah, that's Radiohead's name before Radiohead.
Oh, probably not right now, at least. All right, let's look at the poll. Final results. In Rainbows takes the W for the best Radiohead album, according to chat. 39-36, with OK Computer coming in second. Kid A in third, and the Bins at 7. Little surprised Kid A only got 18% of the vote, though. That is lower than I thought it would get, with almost 90 votes. Damn. Wow. Cold's just a little upset with y'all. Just a little.
It's about where my expectations were.
All right.
People usually aren't right.
Hold on. Since we finished with this,
right.
let me do one real quick. I'm gonna throw up one poll for you guys while we have people here. Let me throw this up. Talk to them real quick while I'm typing this.
No, I won't.
How you guys doing?
All right, there's the poll. Vote on it real quick. I'm not saying we're gonna do it if you say yes, but I just want to see what our subscribers might think.
Just so y'all are aware, if you vote yes on that, that would be delaying the Pink Floyd discography.
Because we would probably do it Monday. I don't know. Wait, no, I can't do it Monday. We would probably do it Tuesday. I just want to see what if our chat has, if any of our subscribers care. And so far, 14 votes in.
Wow.
Basically 80-20 no.
Huge ups.
25-75. A couple more yeses coming in.
Ups.
Yes, react to shitty Cardi because I want to laugh.
It's just so much.
Ben Kenobi, 1 in Rainbows, 2 Kid A, 3 OK Computer, 4 Hail to the Thief, 5 The Ben, 6 Amnesiac, 7 Papa Honey. Amnesiac hatred right there. No P is slop. Delay Floyd, I want to laugh. Damn. I'm him it just wants people to be miserable all the time.
Well, we got our answer. It's no. Anyway.
We only got 16 votes. It's half the stream. Yeah, it's because it's funny and I would never listen to it otherwise.
Actually, now it's more than half the stream.
That's true.
You vote
Noah's like, stop the count.
Yeah.
Who even cares about Cardi? I haven't even listened to the album. There's a lot of people who care about Cardi.
Yeah,
it's a very, very hyped album.
Of which none watch our channel.
Well, I'm not saying we're guaranteed to actually do it, even if Yes ended up winning, which it's not looking like it would. But I just want to see if there was a legitimate amount of people who did, because when we put the poll up in our Discord, it was pretty close. It was like 1 vote difference. So, but right now, the small amount of votes, it's not looking like it. So I don't think our chat. I don't think they want to hear a Playboy Cardi album. A couple of them do.
5 people voted yes.
We can take that as a good sample size for the rest of our viewers, and we can move on.
Hype does not mean good. You're right, Sander, but hype does mean people will watch it, most likely.
People who will never watch another video of ours because they're gonna hate it.
The streamer's really glazing it like they paid it or something. So it's weird, because you're right. There's certain people are glazing it, but the Rate Your Music critics, I mean, they're trashing it. They're just trashing it. Even some of Cardi's fans, a lot of Cardi fans are trashing it. One of Alex, who people who've been watching us for a while know, and is one of our good friends and a co-host sometimes, one of the biggest Cardi fans there is, thought it was a very mid album. So not a lot of love from his own fan base, but a lot of love from streamers and YouTubers. So it's interesting.
I don't think streamers ever want to give negative opinions about almost
Yeah.
anything.
We're like one of the few
I don't think
people-
I genuinely don't think I've ever seen like any streaming or reaction channel to music or movies or TV shows that have ever been like, I hated that. That was awful. That was terrible.
I actually agree with you. I genuinely think we're one of the very few reaction channels, and I guess we're technically streamers. Well, we are streamers. I think we're one of the few ones who actually, honestly, will go out and say this shit sucked. Like we just will. We're not afraid to like give an opinion. And sometimes that gets us a lot of hate, like it did with the Purple Rain one. And sometimes it gets us some middle reactions, like Arctic Monkeys, where people just want to see us do more and see if our opinion changes. I'd rather they review some mostly unknown album or an old classic than a popular new one. Well, we will do popular new ones if there is like an actual reason to do it. Like we did the Kendrick one, we did the Tyler one, we did the I wanted to do the Lady Gaga one, but Cole and Noah both said no, so
I never said no.
well, you
I
guys
just said I
basically-
don't think anybody would care. Who watches
basically
this
said-
cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I never actually. I don't think I've ever said no to doing.
I
just
also don't think Brad
give
Taste
you
in
reasons
music,
why I don't think it's a good idea.
Brad Taste in music I heard does trash some people.
I mean, people who do reviews will trash stuff, but I don't think like reaction channels really trash stuff. But like
That's
Brad
true.
Taste and the Needle Drop give ratings; they review stuff.
It was hard to get used to. Yeah, Wild Pumps. I feel like a lot of people think we're trashing an album or an artist because we want to like make their fan base mad or something. That's never ever been the case.
I mean, this Radiohead and Pink Floyd discography reviews. I mean, debunk that because, I mean, I've gave Kid A a 10 out of 10 as an album. I did not give Pablo Honey or the Bends particularly positive reviews. So I mean, there's positive and negatives here.
That album had a 7.5 on the album of the year until Fantano shat on it. What album? Talk about the Cardi one or which one? Yeah, I know. I mean, Fantano.
I don't think he's even. I don't even think he's even reviewed
I
the
don't think he's
Cardi
reviewed.
yet.
Yeah, I haven't. Did you guys see the new Fantano? He dropped the Pink Floyd ranking. Yes,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are.
I've watched that several times. We're gonna do a reaction.
To Mr. Needle Drops. Is it Needle Drop or Fantano's channel? I don't even remember which one. I know they're the same person.
Same person,
but they're two
It's the
different
Needle
channels.
Drop channel.
We will do a reaction to his Pink Floyd ranking once we have gotten past the wall, right?
That's it. That was my recommendation.
Yeah. So once
I
we've
disagree with that recommendation.
Why is that?
I want to get to the division bell, man.
well, you know what? We have people here. Let's ask chat. Let me put it up on a poll.
Or put it in the Discord so you guys can get in there.
Yeah, also join the Discord so you can actually vote on stuff, and I will put it, but real quick, chat.
Just say when do you want us to when do you want us to react to the Needle Drops Pink Floyd worst to best? Right now, I mean not right now, but like now, after the wall, or at the end of their discography.
Oh, that's such a hidden gem, Hugo. That
You really
Yeah.
want to have to listen to all the Endless River before we react to that, Noah?
no, that's why I said division bell. But Hugo dropped a
Okay.
little gem I forgot about.
All right, chat.
Yeah, lost my dog defense and all
And I will
from that fucking future album.
I will also put this pull up
Man.
on our in our Discord as well, so we can get a lot more opinions. Also, join the Discord. Links in the description of this live stream and in the chat if you want to join it. We have a bunch of awesome
I
channels.
just think ASAP wouldn't be right because we'd have to give our opinions on the albums we haven't even reviewed yet, and that wouldn't be very fun.
Well, let's just see what they
That's
think.
why I said after the wall.
That's why I say after Division Bell, after we get all the after we get through all the Floyd albums that are like still Pink Floyd in my eyes.
Thank you, Cosmic. Soon, you want us to react to it soon? Do it. At the end works best. I think getting through our own personal reviews of it and then reacting to Fantano's review of it would make more sense, as you guys would be able to like see what we think of it and then compare the two if you care about that. Yeah, what our original plan was to do it after The Wall. Noah brought up doing it after Division Bell, which would basically be the end of their discography.
We totally just skip Endless River entirely. I don't give a shit about It's
ended
basically
their,
Coda.
ended their main discography.
If we skipped Coda, then I mean, there's no reason to do Endless River if we skip Coda.
Unironically, one of my favorite live streams you did. Which one?
The Future one, the I Lost My Dog defense and all.
What the
You don't
fuck
remember the
is
Future
that?
album? You don't remember that?
We did a
You
Future
really
I
got-
album?
lost my dog to fentanyl.
What?
Yeah, that was a lyric that Future said in the album, and it was the funniest thing ever.
Which
What was the
which
album called?
Oh, God,
We,
I need to
was it
find now.
mixtape Pluto?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
before we ended up skipping through
Where,
it.
where Cole got so tilted at that album that we were like, we're gonna keep skipping through some of these songs because this shit is ass. We
Yeah.
got some serious hate on that one. I remember that. People are like, you can't rate an album if you don't even listen to half of it.
Did anyone even watch that video?
This,
Did we even post that video?
Yeah,
we did. Yeah, that was a pretty good stream. I remember some of the Future fans are pretty upset with us.
I absolutely vote we do not do Endless River because we didn't do, or at least not right away, because we didn't do Coda, or we haven't done Coda yet.
Endless
Y'all-
Why would we
River's
do
pretty
Endless River?
extreme.
Y'all look
Endless
dumb.
River is basically Coda.
Hey Jack, I don't know what
Thank
you
you.
look like, but thanks.
I agree.
Why in the fuck would you do Endless River?
I don't know.
Because it is an album by Pink Floyd.
Okay, but Coda is an album by Led Zeppelin. We didn't do that.
I didn't say
Or
we
at
were
least we
gonna do
haven't
it.
yet.
After Waters leaves, the band is fine, so after The Wall. Well, according to at least 15 people in half of chat, you guys want us to wait till the end of Pink Floyd's discography to react to his video, so we'll
That really
definitely do it,
means after the Division Bell.
basically. I look cool. Good. Glad.
Nobody wants us to do Endless River, which I am
I'm
so
seeing a
okay
lot
with.
of anti-Endless River, but Sanders.
I am so here for it. I don't give a-
Does say
I
Endless River's the
don't-
last album.
I don't give a fuck about the Endless River. Nobody gives a fuck about the Endless River.
I lost my dog on fentanyl.
Fucking, that's a 15 viewer stream right there.
Isn't Coda a compilation album?
Kinda, sorta. Yeah.
Oh,
Kinda.
Chat, we will not be live tomorrow. Noah is unavailable, so we will try to be live Tuesday. However, it will be a bit of a later stream as Cole is unavailable till a certain time on Tuesdays. So if we, when we stream on Tuesday, it will be around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time PM, 8:30 PM ish, right around then. And we will be doing, what's the next album we're doing?
Obscured by Clouds.
We'll be doing Obscured by Clouds, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday. So if you're looking forward to Obscured, that will be our next stream. Obscured by Clouds is nice, but it could be missed too. No, sir. Obscured by Clouds is a good album. We will be doing it. Yeah.
Anaya likes my vibe. Appreciate it.
Damn, aura and vibe today, Cole. You're getting very Gen Z tonight.
Killing it out here.
Thank you, Tony. You have a good night too. And if we get tortured, so you could say some empty. Yeah, listen, we got tortured enough with Uma Guma. You fuckers made us do that, and that delayed everything. So just remember that. We already did that. But all right, I appreciate you guys for coming out. Thank you guys so much for all the new Radiohead fans. And where are we at, subscriber? Oh wow, we gained 8 subscribers on this stream. Shout out to all the new Radiohead fans who came out. We're getting closer and closer to 1,500. Our next sub goal, which will be at Igor from Tyler the Creator. Looking forward to that one myself personally. This you guys have been awesome. Join our Discord, link in the description of all our videos, all our stuff. It's on our Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. We post when we go live. I've been posting the stream. I'm going to start posting when we're going to stream that day. So if you aren't following, go follow. And our Discord has a ton of different argument channels and music take channels and hot takes and whatever you could possibly think. Anything you could think of music related, you'll probably find in that Discord. So check it out, join it. Hope you guys did enjoy. Cole getting hip with the kiddos. Look at Cole. And getting I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say. Never mind. Forget it. All right. We will see you guys in the next stream. Have a great night or
How
day.
sus was it going to be? Just curious.
It wasn't gonna be sus. It was just gonna make me
Sure.
cringe on the inside.
Sure, champ.
It was. It was just gonna make me cringe internally. All right. Have a good night, everyone. See you.
Okie dokie.